So I have been absolutely terrible about documenting the eggs being laid this year because I don't know what happened. I thought once we had moved down here officially, things would start to slow down. It's been nothing but ramping up, and it's been super crazy. And I've had a billion projects every single day. And honestly, videos as well as other things have kind of taken the back burner to just basic care of the animals. So I apologize with that. But without further ado, this is Reno. She is our civet ball python, which is a Mojave leopard pinstripe, and she was paired to Wash, our bamboo male. So theoretically, we will be getting bamboo bells among several other really cool combos involving bamboo, leopards, and pinstripes. This girl is actually, I think, 6 or 7 years old, and she was a problem feeder. She would go off food. She wouldn't take even live sometimes. Just a really slow grower, which can happen sometimes. But this will be her actual very first, and there's a rat getting eating in the background, so sorry about that. But we're going to pull her off, and we're going to check these eggs. And then I will throw in a couple clips and videos and maybe pictures, because I honestly don't remember, of the first two clutches that were laid after this. So this way I will continue to actually document better about those. And also, if you would like to know a little bit ahead of time, a little bit of a shameless plug, Patreon, I have been uploading pictures and updates about that to Patreon first. So they will know anywhere from 3 or 4 days to well over a week or two before any of that ever goes live on YouTube or I post about it on Facebook or anything like that. So if you wanted to donate to me or help support me, you will get first party access to a lot of info I put on there first, as well as if you are a higher tier donor, you will get access to the availability list prior to me ever listing it or even taking it to a reptile expo or what may have you. But without further ado, I'm going to put my phone down and I'm going to pull her off, and we're going to show off some really cool eggs. So we have, for a first time mom, a small clutch, 5 eggs, and they're pretty small too. Not to say that she's small, she's like 1,800 grams, so she's a good sized female. But this is her first year, and first time girls usually have either smaller clutches or smaller eggs. In this case, we got kind of the same. We checked her out, make sure there were no more eggs in there. We're pretty sure we got it, but we're going to still keep an eye on her in the next couple days, as you always should. But we're going to mark this down. I'm really excited for this one. We don't have a whole lot of recessives going this year, but I've been very excited specifically for her. She's been one of the prettiest ball pythons, in my opinion, that I've ever seen. I love the Mojave complex. I love what leopard does to stuff. And leopard bamboos are really cool. Pinstripe bamboos are really cool. And then obviously one of my favorite morph combos, the bells, the blue-eyed leucistic. With bamboo and Mojave, we can get a nice, really clean white bell with them. So we'll see what we get from them. Honestly, if we just got like a complete mix of stuff, and as long as I get like a bamboo or like a leopard bamboo, I'd be happy, honestly. But it'd really be really cool to hatch our very first bell. But updates as they hatch as we continue, and as well as now that I'm done with this, I'll talk a little bit more about the other clutches that I've laid so far for a quick little video. After the very long and delayed season that we've had, our first clutch of eggs is finally on the ground. This is nice, good 5 eggs, no duds. From our first time breeder female, she is a pastel highway. She was paired to a banana ivory. So fingers crossed we will get at least one banana highway out of these pretty good sized clutch of eggs. So like there you go. So yeah, it's just mixing it up. So there you go. There's that size difference. So August 1st, that's 55 days from now. Let's see how that goes for us. But I'm really excited for this. We've been waiting a long time to get our highway projects and our different ivory projects going. And this year, hopefully, we'll have a couple more going. But if not, this is one that I'm greatly looking forward to. The second one that was laid, that again, I did not take any videos of because of how crazy it has been here the last few weeks, was a second time clutch for our female Orange Dream Python, Chicago. She was paired to North, our really high white, possibly some other weird thing going on, calico male. So Orange Dream Calicos, which would be really, really cool because I absolutely love everything that Calico does, especially the higher whites, and Orange Dream makes everything look better.
Well, in for a little surprise. So I knew that she was due, but I thought I had a couple more days as I was packing everything up and cleaning everybody. Utah here laid her very first clutch of eggs. So, funny story about Utah here. She was purchased a number of years ago as a male. Like, before I really got going, before I knew any better, when I was just starting to gather certain snakes that I thought were either ones that I wanted to get into as far as projects go, or ones that I thought were cool, or let's be honest, as a lot of people first starting out, just buying as many snakes as we could. So Utah here is actually a Craigslist buy. But that being said, when we did go to pick her up, we were messing around there. They were pulling out of the bag, showing the different snakes that we were going to get. They actually popped her as a male. That being said, I was not very confident. I didn't know any better. I was kind of relying on their knowledge. And so when they popped it, they just didn't pop the hemipenes enough because it can be a little confusing sometimes between a male and a female, especially when they're younger, if you don't fully invert their hemipenes. So because I didn't know any better, because they either were just trying to sell it or didn't know any better or didn't care, they didn't fully invert Utah's hemipenes because they didn't have any. And we ended up with a girl, and for the longest time I thought that Utah was a male and just the worst breeder ever. Like, I would put them in with different girls that were either het pied or posset pied, or girls that I want to put pied to. Could never do anything. Utah was older and larger than Seattle, our confirmed, now proven male pied. And so for a while, Georgia, our banana het pied girl, she was large enough to breed but never wanted to. So one of the tricks that people will do is they will actually throw two males in with the female to actually compete, because that's the thing that a number of species do, where males will actually compete for it, and sometimes that pressure of an additional male in with a female will get them to lock up. But it never really happened. And so one day when I had Utah in with Griff to compete, Griff being our albino het pied male, I was putting them in together to compete to see if they would actually lock up. And lo and behold, Utah and Griff were locked. Entirely locked. It was a full, successful, perfect lock. And a little while later, she ovulated. She locked several times again with Griff. So yeah, Utah is our little pied girl who came in as a pied male. So really good buy on my part, but because I only have one hand and she's not looking super happy, I'm gonna put the phone down. I'm gonna get her off her eggs. I'm gonna put them in the little egg container to go into the incubator, and we'll talk a little about them in just a second. Well, here's the clutch of eggs. 6 eggs, one little egg that's not going to do anything for us, unfortunately. So this is what's called tegu food. So we're just going to set that down right there. But over here we have 5 pretty good size eggs, nothing huge. Looks like they were laid last night. They look pretty good. We got a couple that are kind of that close to boob egg status, where it just kind of nipples out a little bit. They should still be good. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this into the incubator, and we'll keep an eye on it, and this will be really fun. So we might be getting some pied het albino babies, because I believe Griff is, I'm pretty sure he's albino 100% or 50% het pied, but he might be posset pied. I can't remember. It was a weird het to possible het, or het to het. I don't know. It was a weird breeding where it was albino pied, and some ended up albinos, some ended up albino pieds, and some ended up normal double hets. But one of them was a posset, and it's been like 7 years, and I don't quite remember which one was which, because I'm not actually the one that purchased her. It was, hey, I picked these up for you, this will be really cool, and I said, sweet. So with that being said, really looking forward to this. This is clutch number 4 for us this year. We don't have a huge one going this year, but we had definitely the late starters, I've said a number of times, but I'm really looking forward to these. Utah's very first clutch. We have a couple of very first clutches this year. This will be really fun. And then for come the late winter into next year, early seasons, I'll have some babies available. So when everyone else is out, I'll have some babies. Ha ha ha. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice little update for me. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we will check you next time.